Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for more content. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has experienced a number of somber movie conclusions throughout its history, much like the DCEU and individual Marvel and DC films. However, certain endings have left a more lasting impact. It's worth noting that Marvel Studios has developed a distinct approach to creating their movies, which is often characterized by humor, but doesn't shy away from darkness when necessary. Some of the most impressive MCU films have taken this darker path, like the DC Extended Universe is often seen as more somber and grim compared to its counterpart, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, even lighter DCEU productions, such as the Shazam, right, incorporate serious or melancholic scenes, seemingly. In fact, the confrontations between heroes and villains in these films frequently escalate significantly by the last act, which often results in dark or somber conclusions for both Marvel and DC movies, with those from the DCEU being particularly intense. The movie Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice stands out as one of the most somber productions within both Marvel and DC cinematic universes. A significant factor contributing to its contentious reception was its unique approach. Rather than portraying an initial alliance, it depicted Batman and Superman engaged in combat. In a hypothetical scenario, if Batman had come close to killing Superman, it might have boosted the film's position on the ranking list significantly. However, despite Bruce Wayne contemplating it, Superman ultimately perished nonetheless. In a surprising turn, Man of Steel initiated the DCEU by portraying Superman differently than James Gunn's interpretation. Unlike the upcoming version, which leans towards a lighter, more hopeful depiction of Clark Kent, Henry Cavill's Superman grappled with self-doubts and was on a journey to discover his untrue identity. What can fixed receive in two sections, and what can fixed doubts, and who he makes the premium of the self a bent. What the dominant emotional thread running throughout the movie, particularly in its conclusion, was that Man of Steel focused on this feeling. Superman made it clear he wished to embody hope above all else, even after committing what could be considered the most heinous act possible. In contrast to the exceptional performance of the 2019 Joker, Joaquin Phoenix's portrayal of the Batman villain again demonstrated an equally poignant depiction. The film manages to be even more somber than its predecessor, primarily because of the intense scrutiny given to Arthur Fleck's mental state. As a cinephile penning my thoughts on Joker Folie à Deux, I must say this film marks an unprecedented fusion of superhero genre with musical elements. A bold and unconventional approach that, while intriguing, did not quite gel with the storyline. The Avengers Endgame stands out as one of the most emotionally intense films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. To date, it is among the largest superhero movies ever produced. Given its scale, the movie showcases significant events, and since the Avengers are working to reverse Thanos' snap, the atmosphere is very tense. In a selfless act, Black Widow gave up her life so that the team could potentially defeat Thanos. This decision heightened the film's tension. And in Avengers Endgame, we were left with a deeply emotional conclusion. The ending of Avengers Endgame was a strong competitor for the darkest on the list. Uh, um, but since the Avengers ultimately triumphed, the movie where they initially lost had to take first place, making Avengers Infinity War an exceptionally effective way to depict heroes losing. In theaters, you could have heard a pin drop when the movie concluded. Such was its shocking impact. Um, and previously, it had become routine for the Avengers to emerge victorious, even though Thanos proved to be a formidable adversary. It seemed inevitable that the heroes, along with the Guardians of the Galaxy and others, would triumph once more. Uh, with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, I should join.